So can Google spider flash websites or can't they? Well, according to Google they can, and according to people who use CSS and HTML they can't, and screen readers can't view the content and read it out to people who are visually impaired. So one way you could maybe go or get around this and have Google and other internet spiders definitely see your content, and that's basically your text. Obviously your images, they're never going to see that anyway. Don't know what the image looks like as they don't have eyes. I've got a full Flash website, say. This website doesn't have scroll bars, and it never will if you resize the website or the browser window. Oops. It just scales. Okay. So if you view the source on this website, you'll see here we have our body, got some styles on it, with no scroll, and we have our flash, and then below that we've got a div with a class of copy. We've got an h1 tag, so Google can read h1 tags, they can read h2 tags, and all other spiders can read them too. Got a paragraph tag with text. You can add more, you could add an unordered list. Paragraph finishes the div and then the body. So what I've done is on the div I've given it a class of copy. Font size doesn't really matter, I've just put that down to 8, and I've basically indented the div off the page to the left by 99,999 pixels, so there's not a monitor big enough that's going to see this way over on the left hand side. Given a position of absolute of 50 pixels from the top and the right 50. Now there's a reason for this. If I bring up this, let's see, if I cut that off there just now and save it, reload the page, you'll see I now get scroll bars with just the background. Now the text isn't the same colour as the background, so I'm not trying to fool Google by having invisible text. The reason why the scroll bars appear now is because by removing the absolute positioning, this div is in the flow of the document, so it's basically going to put the flash content, and then below it it's going to put the rest of your content, your heading, and then your heading 2, and then your paragraph. So if you use absolute positioning, it takes it out of the flow of the document, and then hard to explain, doesn't produce the scroll bar because it's not within the flow of the HTML document. So that's why that's there. So if I just put that back, now the other thing you can do is, let's say we were to turn off the CSS, disable all styles. Okay, and you can see there's your heading 2, and then there's your text. Now your flash, although you've disabled the CSS styles, that still scrolls to the full size of the screen. So although people, you're still going to see your content coming up, and it's kind of just scrolling to a resizing to the size of that screen, but scrolling down you'll see that. So you got to say, well, is it a big deal if somebody turns off, has their CSS turned off? Not really, because if you're just viewing an ordinary HTML site, it's going to look a lot worse than this with your styles turned off. Again, if somebody doesn't have, if they have their JavaScript turned off and the Flash site doesn't show at all, you're still going to see the text. Screen reader can use this and read that, no problem. So they may just pass by, oh, there's a Flash content, that could be a heading for all they know, and then your screen reader will come, read that out, and certainly Google's going to read that and index that. And basically what you would do is everything that's on your site, you just need to stick it down here, and I think you're pretty much good to go.